Hello, everyone. Welcome to Behind the Mic. I'm Gary Laubach, along with Mike Joseph. And right away, we want to tell you up front, on Friday night at 6:30, we'll be on GoLeopards.com. You can listen to an audio broadcast of the Lafayette Fordham game, and I can guarantee you the two of us will be rooting for Lafayette. There's no question about it. It will be biased, but that's the way we like it. Mike, it's our opening ball game in the Patriot League. Not so for Fordham, as they came up with a big win last week over Holy Cross. But as I look at this football game, I see all these intangibles. People always talk about intangibles. It's a Friday night game under the lights, a rarity in Patriot League football. A night game at Fordham is a rarity in Patriot League football. You have the revenge factor. Last year we knocked them off, and most people forget that we would have been Patriot League champions if Fordham would have been in the league last year, regardless. The other thing, of course, is it's national television, CBS Sports Network. It's their home game. All of that's against us. How do we overcome it?
Well, I'm just upset that we have to wait till Friday for this whole thing. But I think we overcome it by just playing good football like we did. We finally finished a football game last week and finished it in the fashion that I think you and I like, is that's running the football. And, you know, you have two of the top Patriot League all-purpose backs this week, Chase Edmonds and obviously Ross Sherman. I think you have to highlight those two and then, you know, obviously take care of Michael Niebrick. I mean, they're a very high-powered offense. Defensively, I think for me, and this is what I've been thinking about the entire week so far, is I think it falls on our defensive line. I think they have to come up big. They have to get off of blocks and make plays. You can only disguise coverage so much. You can only play and I think show Michael Niebrick some things that he's probably already seen. He's a very seasoned quarterback. So to think you're going to fool him is going to be tough. So I think we just got to make plays, play defense, and do some things that Art Link's been doing, and that's getting after the ball carrier.
And when you look at the numbers, Fordham leads the league in offense. They're number one, and we lead the league in defense. We're number one on the defensive side of the football. And, of course, you've said it many times, everything centers around Ross Sherman. Ross Sherman right now, I think, 5th in the nation in all-purpose yardage. Chase Edmonds is 1st in the nation in all-purpose yardage. But to me, I think Ross has to create at least enough of a running game so we can do both. We have to throw it. We're going to have to run it.
Well, I think Edmonds probably doesn't have to take the pressure off of Niebrick. I think you're right. I think Ross Sherman has to take a little bit of that pressure along with our offensive line off of Blake Surface. I think what Blake's going to have to do is obviously just run the program. Just basically, I don't want him to manage the game. I want him to make plays, and he did that last week. So I want him to throw the ball down the field, but it all, again, comes off of Ross Sherman, and it comes off of our offensive line. So a little bit more pressure on Ross to control his side of the game than it is with Chase to do his.
I talked about momentum last week, and I think in this ball game particularly, they're going to come in here thinking they're going to win this football game. They're favored to win the Patriot League. We've done it already this year. We've had big special teams play. We've had big defensive plays. We've had big offensive plays. We need one of those early in this ball game to plant the seed that maybe you're not going to walk all over us and maybe we can upset you.
And that's going to be tough to do. Under the lights, Friday night, big game, CBS Sports. That's going to be tough to do, but I think you're right. Get off to a good start. Have somebody make a big play, whether it's a kickoff return, we haven't seen that, or a punt return or something just to kind of change field position, change momentum. I think that's a big deal in this game. And, you know, Lafayette has the last 2 times they've faced teams that were ranked. Now, William and Mary this year, but last year they beat 2 ranked teams going down the stretch. I think they got a good shot.
Well, if you want to watch the ball game, go ahead. Just turn the sound down and tune us in on GoLeopards.com, as we'll have the audio telecast for you. It's Friday Night Lights. It's Go Leopards. That's what we always say. And we'll see you next week on Behind the Mic.